Paige, it feels like it's already been a whirlwind start to the season, but how have you been enjoying the return to Championship action?
Yeah, it's been really good. We've obviously started the season quite strong, which has been good. But yeah, overall can't have too many complaints.
How have things sort of been clicking on the pitch in training? Is there a good feeling in the dressing room?
Yeah, definitely. I think the vibe this season just feels different. I think, yeah, we've got such high competition, like throughout positions. We've got such different players that bring different things to the team, and I think a lot of what we do in training, people are seeing come to fruition on the pitch on a game day.
You've mentioned a few changes and a sort of a change in the feeling around camp. It's now your second season as a full-time footballer. Do you feel like you've developed as a player personally?
Yeah, 100%. I think in the environment that we have here, you can't not. Last season was good for me. And then, yeah, this season just looking to develop more.
Do you think it's to do with confidence as well? Obviously, you look like a very confident player on the pitch. You were a big part of last season and now coming into this season.
For sure, I think for me, confidence is the biggest thing. I think for a lot of players, you notice when they're not confident and when they are, like the difference in that. So yeah, confidence is massive.
There's been a few changes around the team, like we've mentioned. You've had a couple of games on the bench, but you had a fantastic performance at Reading and then another strong performance as a sub against Birmingham. Does your mentality have to change when there's that increased competition for a place?
Yeah, I think like this season we've got such a strong squad, so there's competition all over the place. But I think we have a team goal this season. It's not about me, it's not about the individuals. Like whether I'm starting or I'm not, I've still got a job to fulfil. If that's starting, then obviously it's contributing on the pitch, but if I'm not starting, then I'm helping whoever is starting to make sure the team wins in the end.
And when you do come on as a substitute, what's going through your head in terms of trying to win that place again for the next week?
I think just make an impact. I think you're almost not even thinking about maybe keeping your place for the next game. It's just thinking about that game and how you can influence it, and then obviously, hopefully, turn that around to hopefully end up winning.
There's already been some highs and some lows this season with big wins and a few hard to take losses. Is that another challenge for you to either bounce back from those losses or to stay level-headed when you get those comprehensive wins?
I think so, yeah. I mean, this season, obviously everyone knows our aim is promotion, but in the nature of this league, we're never going to go the whole season unbeaten. Like, it's never going to happen. So I think, yeah, we're doing a good job at the minute of not getting ahead of ourselves when we've obviously played well and got quite good wins. But equally, if we've had a loss, then we're staying level-headed and, yeah, coming back from it.
And like you mentioned, it's a tough league. We've got 3 games in 7 days coming up. How important is it to get momentum both in the league as well as the Conti Cup?
Yeah, it's good. The Conti Cup's obviously a great competition because it gives us a chance to play teams in the WSL, which we've got 3 in our league this year. So that'll be good. And like you said, like momentum's important. The league is obviously our priority. But yeah, it's important to keep the momentum through the week to hopefully then, obviously we've got Durham next week Sunday, so hopefully off the back of those 2 games we can keep some good momentum going into that.
You've mentioned those WSL teams, Tottenham, Arsenal, but it's Bristol City first up in the Conti Cup on Wednesday. Are you looking forward to facing them again, kind of with a bit of a new look team?
They've obviously gone up to WSL, they've recruited some new players. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how we get on against them. But yeah, an exciting challenge.
Is it a good sort of measure looking at those teams that we're aspiring to be competing against next season?
Yeah, for sure. Like obviously they only just got promoted as well, so they're in our league last year. So yeah, it'll be good to see how we compete against them this year. Obviously they would have had a couple of WSL games under their belt, so they would have been maybe used to a higher, quicker standard.
And finally, with so many upcoming games, home and away, how important are the fans to sort of get those points on the board?
Oh, massive. We hear them at every game. Yeah, just keep coming in their numbers because they, do a lot for us.